to get out and run at every opportunity.
Oh, that's right. They're fast breaking that open court basketball. Very much in favor in today's game. I mean, it's fun to watch for the fans, too. Plenty of highlights.
So fun. So the Rockets win the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Anderson is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Paul in at the one. And that one is good.
Man, so confident offensively. He's helping dictate the pace out there.
Westbrook with it. Outside, George. From 8. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by George. Now Paul. Anderson, a screen on Westbrook. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. No good. Rockets on defense. Pass to Adams. The feed now to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Kanter. Doesn't go that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Harden on the wing. Paul George with the steal. Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook dishes to Kanter. The rebound by Harden.
When he gets it that close to the basket, usually it's a sure flush. But the defense stepped up and stopped him cold in his tracks.
Basket counts.
Showing off in the face of the defense, which didn't show up at all on that play.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Outside, George. Back to Adams. And there's the pass to Kanter. Yep, that one goes. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Westbrook against Paul. They grab their own miss. To the paint, stolen by Kanter. Here's George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Oh, this could be an early sign of an explosive game for him. You have to keep your eye on him if you're the defense.
It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Kanter. Outside Westbrook. Screen by Adams. Westbrook passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Man, that's just tremendous court vision and timing. That assist was right on the money.
Rockets trail. Paul kicks to Anderson. He dishes it to Harden. High, arcing shot, and Adams sends it back. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Roberson kicks to George. Fires for 3. Roberson gets the bucket. Roberson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Anderson with the screen for Paul. Anderson the screen. The tray. Another miss by Harden. The Thunder leading by 5. The 3. Second shot opportunity. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Now, some teams just always happen to have one position that is filled by a great player. For the Rockets, that position is center.
Now here's Harden. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the inside, Capella. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And Capella is very efficient down deep, using his muscle to get off the shots he wants inside.
And here's Westbrook. Passes it to Adams. He feeds it to Robertson. Kicks it to Cantor. Rocket 6. Shot from 12. And the shot no good, a bit short. Rockets trail by 6. Paul, no one around him. Hits it from three-point range. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
Talk about the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter. Wow.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here is Harden. Down low, stolen by Cantor. Dishes to George. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Ooh, he knows how to dish out some pretty sick assists as well when they need him to. You see that play right there?
Now here's Harden. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Oh, wow, I just love the commitment by Capella. Rolling to the rim hard, even just after setting that perfect screen.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Anderson the screen. Harden's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Adams with the slam.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
Well, they really came in focus on executing what they wanted to. They imposed their will on the opposing team. They have been virtually perfect so far.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
Harden outside. He kicks it to Paul. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Paul's got 9 points.
Oh, man, just an outstanding first quarter so far for him. He's doing a great job creating space and knocking down open looks.
Westbrook dishes to George. Screen by Adams. From 11 feet away. Moves back up. A nice shot by George. He has 6.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Paul passes to Capella. Back to Paul. Westbrook with the block. The Thunder leading by 10. And George kicks to Adams. To the paint. Here's Westbrook. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
The beginning of this game has had their imprint all over it.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Felton comes in for Roberson. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Harrell comes in for Ryan Anderson. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's Patterson, guarded closely. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target. Westbrook's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Thunder. Rockets trail by 16. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
To halt the run, here's Tucker, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And a lot of legends say nowadays, Chris, players don't have that same animosity they once had toward other teams, other players. Why is that? And which camp did you fall in?
Gentlemen,
Well, I think the
shot.
world is smaller now. I think
shot.
when you look at the fact of the internet and the fact that you can now watch your friends that maybe you met at camp in 14 and 15, you can watch them now through the various apps. I think it allows you to stay closer, you know, and allows you to build those relationships. The fact that everybody has a cellular phone now. So I think the world is smaller than it was when I played.
Yeah.
But there are some guys that I really respect and I haven't spoken to until after they've retired. Or until after I've retired. And so I wasn't in the camp of kissy, huggy, Philly, all that good stuff. If I knew you and I played with you on another team, then I'd always show you love. But you could be my brother. And once the jump ball goes up, if you're on the other team, you know, for these 48 minutes, I don't know you, you know. So the only family I have during those 48 minutes is my mom in the stands cheering for me, my pops, and my 12 teammates and my coaches. I want to see guys fight and claw for it and compete, and not that you can't. It just kind of doesn't throw the impression that you are when you're singing Kumbaya together at halftime during the game, smiling and taking pictures.
That's an excellent point. Now here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. There's a good screen. The dish to Tucker. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Ferguson, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Gordon dishes to Nene. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, when you play, Chris, you were always viewed as one of the more heady players in the league along those lines. Who do you think are some of the smartest players in the NBA right now?
Well, first of all, thank you for that compliment, Kevin. And I would have to say, you know, you have to look at guys like Chris Paul. I would say Draymond Green, Steph Curry. You know, and when I look at LeBron's IQ, it's just amazing at times the way that he sees and controls the floor. So many good players, so many players I miss when you look at those point guards out there in this league. But I'd have to say those guys.
I like that. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. The Thunder leading by 15. And Patterson kicks to Grant. Collison. Again, the Thunder score.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Now here's Nene. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Tucker can't get it to go.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Grant the pass to Felton. Patterson the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Now, it's not exactly hard to see what the Rockets prefer to do on offense. They see the value of the three-pointer and put up a ton of shots from behind the arc. It's been years running that they finished in the top 3 in three-pointers attempted at the end of the season.
That free throw good from Patterson. And with the Rockets, Chris, they don't shoot threes at a very good rate.
Well, they're an analytically based team, and advanced stats show the value of the three-pointer. I must admit that it is strange to see a team that shoots in the bottom half of three-point percentage put up so many shots from deep. It's hard to argue with their approach, given their success in making the postseason during this era.
And Patterson drops them both. So it's the Rockets now. 19-point game. Harden outside. Shot to stop the run, and off the glass. That one's good.
His first make, and, maybe that will get him going.
They set the pick. Patterson a screen on Harden. Felton dishes to Patterson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Harden. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Screen by Grant. The pass to Ferguson. No good on the 3. Rockets trail by 15. Harden kicks to Harrell. Outside Gordon. To the left side wing. And here's Harden for 3. No good there. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's ABC. Kept alive. Collison. That's tipped. Harden up top. He's covered by Felton. And again, James Harden. Harden's got 6.
Oh, man, I really enjoy seeing Harden connect from the interior, showing he's more than just a perimeter scorer.
Felton with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. They set the pick. Here's Ferguson. And it's good off the back rim and in. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 15. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Yeah, and at some point, you think the defense would extend out and try to run these guys off their spots, or at least make them shoot a little earlier than they'd like.
The Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair, and it's George in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now, here's Westbrook. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Ball's checked in for James Harden. Rockets trail by 15. Paul outside. Nene, the screen, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Now, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
And the Rockets making a change here. Anderson's checked in. The Thunder leading by 15. Outside Westbrook. Feeds to Robertson. Cantor against Gordon. Fires from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Cantor's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Thunder. And for Houston, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Paul outside. Down low. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Chris, you played for 5 different teams. How much does the city you live in and call home matter during an NBA season?
Well, it's different for everybody. You know, it's different for everyone. It was great to go home to Detroit for me because I wanted to live and stay in my city. I wanted to eat my mother's cooking before the game. You know, not many times could I do that. You know, I can only do that once or twice or once a year playing on the West Coast. So, you know, those type of things, being close to your family, you know, if you have younger siblings or children, that type of thing. You know, if you have kids, what school they go to. You know, I've seen players take and weigh all those things. But for me, I've just been blessed to play in some great places with great fans. Washington, D.C. was a wonderful place. You know, that city really showed us a lot of love as a young team trying to find our way. And then Sacramento, you know, just some of the greatest fans in the world as well, just embracing us. And they had embraced the Sacramento Kings in so many losing seasons, so that's just who they were. Their character was just that of encouragement, and so I'm glad that we were able to give the people of Sacramento what they have been waiting for so long, and that's some exciting basketball. And so, you know, the cities that you play for are very important. And me as a fan, you know, I still thank the Bad Boys for how they represented the city of Detroit during those years, and Isaiah and Joe Dumars and Bill Laimbeer. So for me, just from a fan perspective, the relationship with the city, the players, is always important.
Well said. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Chris Paul is still in search of his first NBA title. He said he used to think about it as a personal goal. But then he said at some point it clicked and became, we're going to do this. I think all of us are at that point. It's clear he's invested in this team. He said, there's no question this is where I want to be. I want to win. Here. Kevin?
All right, thanks, D.A. He's got talent around him for sure. Here's Robertson, but they recover it. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That one, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Gordon kicks to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Adams.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Cantor against Anderson. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Westbrook missing again.
Well, it appears as though he has lost his touch a little after connecting on 2 in the first quarter.
And Ariza isn't a guy you build a team around, Chris, but he is a solid starter in the NBA.
And he's a guy that's supposed to get more credit for his tenacity on the defensive end. His frame and defensive fundamentals allow for a lot of flexibility from his coach. He still has fast hands and is always up there in steals when the season comes to a close.
For Oklahoma City, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And Cantor drops them both. Well, it's no secret, Chris, that Mike D'Antoni is an offensive-minded coach.
Well, everywhere he's gone, offense has not been the problems for his teams. He's long been regarded as the mastermind of one of the best offensive teams ever with the Suns. A lot of his assistants from those days are now head coaches in the league or in front offices.
It's stolen by Adams. Left side, Westbrook. From 7, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Ariza kicks to Gordon. They get it back. Oklahoma City leading by 22. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Cantor. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. First free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. That one misses. Rockets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Ariza passes to Paul to end the drought. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Paul.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there could flat out light it up.
Now Westbrook, 11 points in the game. George with no one around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
I like that style. Lose 3 points, get them right back at the other end. That's good basketball.
The 15-footer, that's short off the rim.
The defense is well aware of how good he is from there and did a great job of forcing that miss.
There's a screen by Cantor. And stolen by Ariza. There's the feed to Paul. Pass to Big Red. 6 on the shot clock. Paul outside. Again, the miss by Paul.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
That's a shot you see him make all the time in warm-ups. He just messed up the release there.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Gordon dishes to Paul. Here's Big Red. Adams defending. Here's Big Red. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You are shocked when he misses open shots like that. The D should be thanking their lucky stars right now.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Patterson, he's checked in for Cantor. And it's Felton in for Andre Robertson. Paul outside. He dishes it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, Capella is just fantastic at dunking it home, leaving no mistake on these kinds of chances near the hoop.
Westbrook kicks to Felton. Adams sets the pick for Felton. The three from George. They get it back. Adams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. The Thunder have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That free throw missing, and the Thunder with some changes. Jeremy Grant comes in for George, and ABC subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Houston also making some changes. Harrell comes in for Big Red, and it's P.J. Tucker in for Trevor Ariza. He hits the second from the line. Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Ball against Felton. No good that time. Some solid defense from Grant.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Patterson. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Collison's out there. And a switch here also for Houston. James Harden. He's checked in for Eric Gordon. And for Houston, their shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Paul passes to Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Over to the left wing. Here's Ferguson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Rockets shooting around 41% on the night. Paul. Felton with some nice D. The Thunder leading by 22. Patterson dishes to Felton. He feeds it to Grant with his first shot attempt. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Grant's got his first points of the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
On the wing, Harden. He's got 6. And he gets the bucket. Harden's got 8.
And Harden loves getting contact on his shots, showing off his true muscle and level of concentration.
All against Felton. Pass to Collison. Kicks it to Felton. And the pass to Ferguson. Collison dishes to Grant from deep three-point range. Rebounded by Capella.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
See, I hate that. He definitely wasn't playing within the offense there. That's not a game shot by any stretch of the imagination. So comfortable from distance, especially when no one runs him off of his spot.
Outside, Felton. Collison kicks to Grant. Back to Collison. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Rockets trail by 19. Well, one thing that Chris Paul has always been known for is his presence, Greg, on the defensive end. Just a smart and fundamentally sound defender who knows certainly how to disrupt a ball handler.
No doubt. In the modern NBA, there are so many guards that can beat you one-on-one. But Paul makes your shots tougher than probably anybody else in the league. Still, with the quick hands, he will come up with more than his fair share of steals.
Now here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. For 3. That shot, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
His head doesn't look in the game right now. He can't seem to connect on any shot he takes out there.
And Patterson kicks to Grant. Back to Patterson. The 3. Oklahoma City gets it back. Pass to Ferguson. He tries for three. The offensive rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
2 shots, gentlemen. Two.
The Thunder have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. That free throw good from Patterson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Rockets trail by 21. Paul kicks to Harden. Down low. Stolen by Collison. Here's Ferguson. Dishes it to Patterson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on James Harden.
Clearly a foul.
You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
You know, he's their coach on the floor. There's no doubt about that. A great communicator, a great teammate, and as you mentioned, Kevin, a tremendous leader.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. 1:46 left to play in the first half. Paul kicks to Harrell. To the middle. Here's Nene. No good that time. Great D that time from Collison.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Grant, that's good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Oh, you asking me? The defense has been garbaggio. I've lost track. The D has been non-existent, and they've taken full advantage of it.
Tucker can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
No one near him. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Even though he's struggling with the shot, it hasn't stopped his team from getting in front and maintaining this lead.
Here's Paul. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Felton the pass to Ferguson. Collison with a screen on Hart. Patterson dishes to Felton. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Right wing. Clock at 6, and it's Grant in the corner. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Harden kicks it to Tucker. Inside, 11 feet away, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Excellent inside move. He beats the defense to the punch.
And here is Felton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Patterson a screen on Paul. For 3, Felton. No good there. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Oklahoma City out in front, delivering the blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men and they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 6 rebounds. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they're making a living at the line, and that's a direct result of being aggressive. They're not just settling for shots that the defense offers them. They're attacking the defense and drawing fouls. That's big-time basketball, and obviously it's led to a big-time lead.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
They rely way too heavily.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, this is the fire his coach and teammates really have been encouraging him to show, really attacking the ball on defense tonight.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Clint Capella is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Paul in at the 1 spot. The dish to George. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Anderson with the screen for Paul. He kicks it to Anderson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. There's a screen by Kanter. Westbrook passes to Roberson, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
What an awful decision there. No reason that turnover should have taken place.
Paul outside, feeds it to Anderson. Ariza with it. George picks him up. Ariza outside. Here's Harden. And he overshot that one, missing.
That was just textbook defense. As soon as he caught the ball, the D surrounded him.
That doesn't go either for George.
The defense got super lucky there because he does not miss many of those.
Pass to Harden. Fires for 3. Another miss by Harden. The Thunder leading by 20. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. A defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. And fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC. Moving the floor, as he calls it, creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement, that's where the league is going, D.A. Thanks. Anderson's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kanter with a screen on Paul. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Outside Westbrook, just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Rockets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Start it.
third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Westbrook against Paul. Back to Harden. Here's Capella. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, when you watch Clint Capella play, you notice how smooth he moves for a center of his size. He gets off the floor easily to contest shots or grab boards. He can cover a lot of space in a short amount of time when acting as the help defender.
And with Capella and his movement, you also like what it does for him in transition.
Well, don't forget, Capella has that deceptive limp, too. You don't think he can take off from that far out and get a shot, but all of a sudden, boom, he's dunking right there on your dome or throwing your shot out to the third row for a souvenir for some kid to take home.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes well on the defense.
Basket counts.
Man, fantastic chemistry on that play. You have to admire the unselfishness.
Harden against Westbrook. Harden dishes to Capella. Harden the pass to Capella. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. George, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Traps in the tray. Anderson's got 8 points in the quarter. The Thunder leading by 20. Outside Westbrook. And Robertson has it in the corner. 3-pointer. Oklahoma City gets it back. Adams' shot is good.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Harden kicks to Capella. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Capella's got 9 points.
Even though he has been a man on a mission on offense, he still hasn't been able to help his team get the lead.
In the corner, George with it. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Westbrook. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss by Westbrook.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
Well, I'm not even really sure why he even attempted that look. That's a low percentage of shots get.
And it's Westbrook again missing.
His shot is not on target right now. He better figure this out fast.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Ariza. Harden dishes to Anderson. Houston needs to get a shot off. Ariza. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. The Thunder leading by 20. In the corner, George with it. Ariza kicks to Gordon. Deflects the pass. Anderson with the ball. Cantor covering. And Adams sends it back.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And Kevin, what's remarkable to me about Westbrook is that as much as he is used in the offensive game plan, I mean, this is a guy that is the focal point in terms of how they're going to play. That's a tremendous amount of pressure on a player, no matter how talented he is.
First free throw is good. And thinking again about Westbrook and his high usage rate, it's incredible, Greg, because he still plays entirely efficient.
It's crazy. I mean, normally the more shots you take, the more your efficiency drops. But Westbrook seems to be free of that. It's a big reason why this team lets Westbrook do so much for them on the offensive end.
Every year, they'll always put out an NBA survey of Who is the toughest to guard? No surprise that Russell Westbrook is almost always at the top of the list in those surveys. He just, Greg, strikes fear in opposing defenders.
And Kevin, it's a result of several factors in terms of why he tops that list. He has the game and the body to punish you for all 4 quarters, and he never lets up in his intensity. And also a knack for putting players who are caught sleeping on posters. It is both physically and mentally draining guarding a guy like Westbrook.
And here's George for 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
I like that style. Lose 3 points, get them right back at the other end. That's good basketball.
Harden the pass to Big Red. That shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Robertson can't hit. Houston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Reeves it dishes to Gordon. And Adams sends it back. Outside, George. He dishes it to Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
Rocket shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. To the middle. Here's Anderson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Anderson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside, George. Oklahoma City the rebound, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That's good from Cantor. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Adams. Grant comes in for George. ABC's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. And a switch here also for Houston. Nene's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Rockets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Gordon with no one around. They get the rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Rockets have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. The Thunder leading by 22. Outside, Felton expanding his range. And no good. And it's Houston the other way. Harden with it. Now Felton defending. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Rockets have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. No good on that one. So we can't get either to fall. The Thunder shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And Cantor able to finish.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Eric Gordon on the wing to the inside. They get a hand on it, stolen by Cantor. Grant down low. Ariza covering. Second shot opportunity. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That free throw good from Patterson. Nick Collison's checked in for Cantor. And a change for the Rockets. Harrell's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Harden against Felton. Kicks it out to Harden. There's the triple. Here's Nene. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Nene's got 5 now.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just a real lack of physicality in the post there. No reason at all that they should have gotten the rebound off that miss.
In the corner, it's Patterson. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Houston. Harrell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Gordon. To the middle, trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Here's Nene. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 7 points in the game.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
Man, this defense has to be more aware out there. Once he's established like that, it's game over.
Passes it to Ferguson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Oh my gosh, he's really playing poor out there. It might just not be his night.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Rockets have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Paul's checked in for Houston. And the second free throw, good. The Thunder leading by 20. Outside Felton. Here's Adams. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Adams has got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
All up top, he's covered by Felton. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 11. 1:24 left in the third. Paul against Felton. Adams. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Paul kicks to Harden. Stolen away. And they're pushing it up. Here's Patterson. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 8. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Harden kicks to Harrell. Paul against Felton. Paul right side. Baseline J on the way. Paul missing again. Oklahoma City shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Adams outside. Felton against Harden. In the corner, it's Patterson. And there's the pass to Ferguson. Here's Adams. Nene pulls it in. Nene's got his 3rd rebound on the night. In the corner, Harden. Paul with the 3, drains it from beyond the arc.
And Harden isn't just a remarkable scorer. I mean, he really spreads the ball around the floor well.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Thunder out in front, running away with it. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball moving, extra pass, attack, pass, and play, okay?
Billy Donovan enjoying the activity his team is showing, the motion of his offense, just wants to see more of it.
Yeah, they're working together well. The key now is to try to do it consistently throughout the rest of this evening.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. The Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. And it's George in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. He feeds it to Cantor. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. There's a screen by Cantor. And Robertson kicks to George. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Rockets trail by 21. Paul passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
You know, more and more we're seeing some shorter guys play the center position, especially when they have vertical leaps like that to make up for it.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook kicks to Adams. Pass to Cantor. Robertson dishes to George. Beyond the arc. Robertson gets the bucket.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Where was the defense there? If you're trying to come back in this game, you can't forget to guard the perimeter.
Harden the pass to Anderson. Westbrook against Paul. Shot clock at 5. Paul George with the steal. Outside Westbrook. Kicks it to Robertson. That shot off the mark. Harden with the defensive effort.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
To the wing on the left. Anderson outside. Harden kicks to Paul. Clock at 6. Anderson right side. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Thunder leading by 22. Here's Robertson. His 3-pointers off the mark. Paul against Westbrook. Now here's Paul. In the corner, Harden. Floats one up, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, you just love how Harden moves the rock. When a teammate is wide open, he gets it to him so fast.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Stolen by Nene. And it's Paul penetrating. Tries it from 9. Excellent D from Cantor. Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. George fires. It's rebounded by Houston. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Harden outside. Inside. Here's Capella. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Capella's got 9 points here in the second half. On the wing, George. Back to Westbrook. Cantor kicks to Robertson. Here's Adams. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Harden outside. Nene, the screen. Harden outside. There's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Excellent use of the screen that time.
I really like how Capella plays within the offense. So great at using his huge body to set screens.
Here's Westbrook. And Robertson has it in the corner. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
It's George on the wing. Goes up the baseline. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 19 points for Paul George.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
I mean, yeah, they just have not been able to offer any kind of defensive effort tonight. Embarrassing.
Anderson right side. Back to Harden. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Harden.
He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording a 3 during the first.
The shot's good from Westbrook. And the Thunder lead by 20. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Anderson with the ball. Now Harden. Stripped it away. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
Ball against Westbrook. Capella. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
He's as consistent as ever, scoring the basketball, but he needs more help from his teammates.
There's a screen by Kanter. Here's George. Stolen by Nene. Anderson dishes to Paul. Harden has a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Shocking, he bricked that one. That shot usually is money for him.
And there's Paul George on the assist by Westbrook. And that's 21 points for George.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
When he has the ball in his hands in transition, he always finishes strong, just like he did there.
And Anderson kicks to Capella. It's stolen by Adams. On the wing, George. George missing again. Rockets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Dishes to Harden. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. The first one falls. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Outside Westbrook. To the left side wing. Roberson. Off target from outside.
His outside shot isn't synced up right now, and he should think about trying to go inside as this game winds down.
And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch 4, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
Good on both. The Thunder leading by 18. Outside Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Get out the way. Move, and that pumps up his teammates as well. That's a statement play all the way around.
Basket good. Capella's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Over to the wing. Here's Roberson, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Thunder lead by 21.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Anderson, a screen on Westbrook. Anderson outside. Cans it from downtown. Anderson's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, he played very poorly in the first half, but during the second half, he's feeling it. He's really flipped the on switch and owned it.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Paul outside. There's the dish to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock from deep. Harden. It's hauled in by George.
His shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for them.
Feeds it to Adams. He kicks to Robertson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The 19-foot shot, and there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Westbrook. 18 points for Enes Kanter.
Now, I'm not saying that was the best play call, but that's certainly the desired result.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Rockets trail by 20. Harden outside. Kicks it out to Ariza. The Rockets again can't hit. And for the Thunder, they're shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Westbrook kicks to Kanter. Pass to George. The feed now to Adams. No good. And it's Houston the other way. Ariza has the open look. Ariza with another miss. The Thunder leading by 20. Outside, George. Outside, Westbrook. The tray. That one doesn't go. Paul with the defensive effort. And here's Harden. The three ball. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, Harden's ability to stretch the floor is crucial. You love to see him drop in those perimeter jumpers.
Outside Westbrook. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by Houston.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Oklahoma City.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch. And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Russell Westbrook.
What an excellent facilitator he was for them tonight. They were in very good hands anytime they let the offense just flow through him. And those assists just kept piling up.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
When one guy gets hot sometimes, it's infectious, and the team does too. That's what seemed to happen for them on that play.
Anderson passes to Harden. Elbow shot is on the way. It's hauled in by Adams. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Westbrook kicks to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
Well, look, you always want to give your all for your home crowd, and so far, they have done just that.
And here's Harden for three. The rebound by Paul George. He dishes it to Westbrook. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved.